Hi and welcome. My name is Alston Edwards. I'm the founder of Freedom Artistry Consulting. So I urge you to get comfortable, relax, and keep an open mind to take a walk down a fantastic road of wisdom, understanding, upliftment, joy, and most importantly, clarity as you walk the road of life. Introduction: Freedom Artistry Consulting, bespoke mentorship tailored for individuality. I studied Freedom Artistry with a drive and a passion to assist people along life journey. I was born on a very small island in the Caribbean. It's called Carriacou, spelled Carrriacou. Carriacou is 13 square miles, and approximately, while of my upbringing, just about under 5,000 people lived on that island. Everyone knows everyone. Everyone is your neighbor. Everyone is your parent. You have to respect everyone. And I mean everyone, even your classmates, your elders. I was brought up in a very respectable home. If I can even use the word home. I was taught respect, but I was not taught family. I was not taught wealth. I was not brought up in a way that I would become a good father to my kids, because I never had a father in my home. I grew up with my mom, who made me at the age of 17 and who already had a daughter at the age of 15. And at 17 years old, I became our second born into the world, our first boy, our first son in her life. However, she was only 17, already with one baby. She never wanted no more burdens. Now, to make it worse, the dad of my sister was not there. There was no support from my mom. She had no one to assist her. She had no one to say, I need some milk, or I need diapers for my daughter. And here goes, a gentleman steps into her life and befriend her, giving her all the good promises that she so desperately desire, and giving her comfort that he's going to be here, he's going to be there, he's going to assist her, and at least if she doesn't get the best life, at least she'll have some assistance in taking care of her daughter. And only to be conceived with me, and to make it worse, to realize that that very said gentleman that walked into her life and said, look, I'm here to assist you, he's also married with kids. Devastated by the discovery that she had made a next terrible mistake in her life, she was furious to get rid of me while still in a belly, while I was still being developed and formed in her belly. As she later on revealed to me in her own words, you are very determined. I do not understand that one can be so determined. And I asked my mom why, at a very early age, within teenager or even younger, I always ask why. Why you always say to me that I should not be the way I am. And she regularly said to me that you have been determined and you have been stubborn since you was in my belly. And I went on to further inquire and keep asking her, what do you mean? And one day she revealed to me that she has no idea why and how I could be alive. I asked, "What do you mean?" And she said to me, "Since you've been in my belly, I have drunk, I have swallowed everything I could to get rid of you, and you just would not go. You just would not die. You're a miracle. Even when I thought I succeeded in getting rid of you in my belly, you stayed there and you stayed quiet for months. You didn't move. And I was thinking I was successful. This child is gone. Only to realize you was back again with your knees and your head hitting me in my stomach. And I was at that point, I'd given up on getting rid of you. And today, I, Alston Edwards, Alston Edwards, quite a fantastic name indeed, given to me by my great-grandmother. Alston spelled A-L, all, stand, S-T-A-N-D, like in stand firmly. Edwards, like in progress and progressive and upliftment, forward movement. Alston Edwards is here today with Freedom Artistry, and I'm changing lives on a daily basis. It is definitely and absolutely fantastic. The miracles that we live in and the miracles that we need to observe and be grateful and appreciate. Some of the finest souls among us have went through some of the toughest and roughest situations, even whilst in the belly, even whilst in the womb of their mothers. My mom did not stop at trying to get rid of me while I'm in her belly. She made me. I was born on the 8th of July 1986, and obviously life had gotten even more difficult for my mom. She now had two very little babies to take care of, and she's only 17. As she revealed to me, her mom said to her, as they say in Caribbean terms, "You went and looked for your belly, you take care of your kids. Do not come to me, I will not assist you." So she was left on her own to take care of two kids. And my heart still grieves today when I think back of my mom's pain, having to feed two kids, no dad to assist with none of her kids, and she's only 17. She should have still been in school, but she's taking care of two kids. Very little education and very little opportunities in a small island with only 5,000 people. She suffered, and she suffered greatly. I understand the things she did. I don't think she's proud of it, but today I am here to tell the story. My mom proceeded to physically abuse me as often as she sees fit. I recall my early childhood days as painful as I can imagine. My mom was a bit thick, as they would say. I would not say fat, but a bit thick. And sometimes when I think back at it now, I felt like she transferred the pain she was feeling inside into me via the way she would hit me and the way she would talk to me. Some of the times when I got hit by my mom, it was for absolutely no reason. Sometimes I felt like she just got upset when she looked at me. because she knew I wasn't supposed to be here. And now I'm here, and I'm an expense. I'm a liability to her. So every time she see me, sometimes I just walk by my mom and I receive a hit to my head. And I'm like, Mom, I did not do anything. And whilst I'm saying that to her, she would hit me again. She got a release of the pain she had inside by transferring it to me. So I've been hit and whipped with everything you can imagine. She have thrown sticks and stones at me, you just name it. I still got scars on my legs and my back from my childhood days. In my head, I still got scars from being abused in every way and in every part of my body. I can feel it as is yesterday. I can feel it. Today, I forgive my mom, and I preach forgiveness, and I encourage people to open their hearts and forgive. I encourage people to love unconditionally. I encourage people to open your hearts and understand that pain is a channel. My biggest blessing was having an abusive mother. My biggest blessing was having a rough upbringing. Today, I remember the hits and the scars as it was yesterday. But today, I am absolutely grateful for the tough times. I witnessed my mom's home with no food. Sometimes we would just get rice, and we boil rice, and we eat rice with rice, just rice. It was absolutely very, very tough. Sometimes my mom sent me by the neighbor and asked for some very same rice or some sugar or some butter to put in the rice. And I always recall the neighbor may give sometimes and may not give sometimes. However, the most disturbing aspect of begging my neighbors for a thing to eat was when I start walking down the yard of my neighbor and I would hear them saying, "This lady never has nothing to give her children, and she always sending here for stuff to give her children. I am fed up with her. I had enough of her. I'm not giving her nothing no more." And from those days, I've always had a desire to provide for my mom and finance my mom and finance all her needs and give her the total opposite of her troubled, disturbed days. Love and loving. We speak about love and we speak about loving. It's a very touchy subject. It's a very touchy situation. Sometimes it can be misleading to feel loved because your mind have the ability to create situations that's not even there. Your mind have the ability to create problems in your life that doesn't exist. And your mind also has the ability to create love in your life that doesn't exist. Most shockingly, via my research, I have discovered that there is a lot of people living in this world who is living in love and they are feeling loved by someone. And the sad reality is that it's only in the mind. It's only in the mind. And they are giving their all. They're sacrificing and they're giving the entirety of them of their being, of their self, to a spouse, to a loved one. And that individual, if it's you I'm speaking to, your mind is creating love for you that's not even there. And I urge you that if tomorrow or the following day you find out that you are only loved in your mind via yourself, please contact me and let me assist you in going forward with forgiveness and compassion for yourself. Forgive yourself and forgive that significant other, and allow yourself to grow. Allow yourself to achieve more. Allow yourself to be loved by yourself. Allow yourself to understand it is part of the process. We all have to face pain. Pain leaves scars. But if you're a loving person, the scars will be wisdom that you can build on to go forward. And if you're a bitter person, that scar can lead you to your death. That scar will lead to sickness. So I'm urging you, if you don't understand, feel free to reach Freedom Artistry and let's talk. Let me show you how you release negativity, how you release hurt, and how you use your pain for profit, how you utilize pain to your benefit, how you forgive and allow the universe to take that same forgiveness and build you and grow you to higher strengths, to achieve greatness. And forgive people, because most times the people that hurt you, they did not do it intentionally, and if they did, that's their doing, not your doing. You have been a victim. Appreciate that the pain you felt is only to uplift you. You may not fully understand now, but give it some time. Contact Freedom Artistry. Let's talk. Let me show you how pain and hurt can lead you to your grave and sickness if you do not forgive. You have to forgive and allow yourself to release that burden and allow yourself to grow, to achieve greatness via your pain. Love. Love again and again and again. Because the pain that you feel, the pain that unfortunate love affairs brings to you, is only the universe blessing you in a way that at the moment you may not understand. A wise man once said, if you seek peace, then create chaos, and out of chaos you find peace. That's why the rich folks of this world are very much interested in war, because out of war you get peace. In many of these war-torn countries, you travel those regions and you get to realize in the time of war there is no enemies within the community or within the land. Everyone unites to protect themselves in the chaos. Every coin has two sides. In every situation, in every circumstances in each and everyone's life, you have a choice. You've been faced with a choice. You can choose to see the bad in the situation, or you can choose to see the benefit. There is always good in everything. Bad is just a concept of your mind. Please do understand, if you are seeing bad friends around you, and if you're having bad experiences, you need to quickly transform your mind. Because the problem is not with the world. The problem is not with the people around you. Only you can break you. Only you can build you. And only you have the power to destroy you. A wise man once said, "Be good, do good, see good, and good will definitely follow you all your days." And I guarantee you, the opposite is also true. On the topic of good, love is a good thing. We speak about the bad side of it. Now, this is the good side of it. Love is the key to your success. Love is the key to your happiness, along with freedom. Because without love, there is no freedom. If you're frustrated, if you're uneasy, and you're not in a loving state, you don't love yourself, you don't love your life, you would not be a free man or a free woman. Love is the foundation of your future. And if you look at your past and you have been a loving person, you will see the results of love. Now, how do you love? How do you love your friends? How do you love your spouse? How do you love random people? You got to find genuine love within yourself and be open to forgive. Be open to forgive people, anyone, regardless of what has been done to you, be it big or be it small. Be open to forgive each and everyone before they even do you wrong. Have a forgiveness mentality and a forgiving attitude. It is so important towards any blessing, any upliftment, any progress in your life. Forgiveness, from my journey, I've realized these things stay within your body and they allow your body to create bad chemicals that will tamper with the smooth operational process of your body, and these things lead to sickness. I urge you, you can do the very same tests that I've observed, that I've done via years of being amongst people. I've observed, if you go to the hospital, if you meet a sick person that is physically sick, go discuss with that person and try talk to them for a while about forgiveness and grudges, and you will definitely realize there is some situation, or at least one situation, that they have been holding inside for a very long time, and that lack of forgiveness all the time the cause of the illness. Today I urge you, if you are holding any grudge inside, carefully examine your life, carefully examine yourself. Because sometimes we have small grudges that can go by unnoticed if we're not careful. Sit quietly and examine yourself. And if there is any unforgiveness, any grudge, be it a friend, a spouse, family member, you do not have to call them. You do not have to speak to them if you don't want to. Or what's most important, you need to release that feeling of contempt inside of you. You need to release that feeling of anger. You need to release that uneasy feeling towards that person. A study was done in 1995 where they discovered that the human brain cannot tell the difference within me or you. So if I'm saying to myself, I'm sick of my cousin, I want to kill that guy, what your brain actually interprets is you saying, I am sick of myself and I want to kill myself. Your brain cannot differentiate between you or someone else. So be mindful. Forgiveness is for you. Love is for you. When you love and you share and you give to someone or an organization or any individual, you're giving to yourself. When you forgive someone, you're forgiving yourself. You're opening channels, you're opening doors to receive freedom. Freedom and how to win in every situation. The key to your happiness is freedom. We are all on individual paths. We are all on individual timeline. So you may see your friend is successful, is doing very well, and you may feel like, wow, I wish I was that guy. I wish I was already successful. However, that very same guy may be thinking, wow, I wish I was this guy, because I got the cars, I got the businesses, but I don't got freedom. I'm all consumed by my possessions. Where are you in regards to your freedom? Many people associate freedom with finances, with material desires like a house and a pretty car, a spectacular wife or husband, and you say success. But we say the key to your happiness is freedom. The key to your freedom is happiness. How do you be happy? How you achieve happiness? How do you achieve freedom? It's very simple. You probably heard it before. You probably heard it many times. It all comes from a place of experience, a place of maturity, a place of growth. To achieve your freedom, there is the long way, and then there is the freedom artistry way, or maybe there is a few other guys out there who actually know how to assist you in reaching your objectives of what freedom means to you. Everyone meaning of freedom is unique. However, you can only achieve freedom via one method. You have to learn, you have to grow, you have to develop. There is certain knowledge and experience of life you need to acquire, that you will have to walk that road of life. So you can walk the road of life and wander your way around and learn via your experience, learn via being used and abused and making mistakes. Or you can have someone as me who is experienced and has walked all the roads that you're trying to walk now. Just hold your hand and you be obedient and you do as you're told, and you just walk your way straight line to your freedom. I've paid the price for you. I've paid the price for many people I've paid the price for each and every client. For each and every one that comes to me for assistance, I have paid the price. From the moment of me being conceived in my mother's womb, I started paying the price. In my teenage life, I've paid the price. When I was in my 20s, I paid some more. In my late 20s, I paid some more. In my early 30s, I paid some more. And guess what? Today, I am still paying that price. I am still on the road of learning. However, where I'm at now, I just may be way ahead of a lot of people. Because I also have this ability to analyze my life and even people's around me life, and I learn from them, I learn from myself. And the most important thing in achieving your freedom and in achieving anything is focus and application. A lot of folks know exactly what they need to do. They cannot focus to get it done, and they do not know how to practice instant application of knowledge. And when you learn something that you realize, I need to do this, apply it right away. Get on your P's and your Q's and do what you need to do right away. The discipline and the focus is lacking in, I would say, 97 to 99% of people in this world has no idea how to focus and how to be disciplined and how to implement, to analyze, and most importantly, application. Apply the knowledge that you have acquired immediately into your life. If you cannot do those things and you are procrastinating and you're struggling with those things, you definitely need Freedom Artistry. You definitely need to get in contact, sign up for the programs, and get yourself on the fast track towards success, freedom, happiness, a life of quality and satisfaction that you, your family, your friends want to be definitely proud and quite satisfied that you have turned pages, that you are actually doing well via some assistance from experienced people that knows. My advice to you once again, it is definitely okay to have dreams and goals of achieving a fast car, Lamborghini, a Rolls Royce, a Ferrari, a few houses around the world, lots of money in the bank. All those things are fine. But there is knowledge you need to acquire before you get the physical possessions. If it happens the next way around, if you get the money and you get the house and the cars before you get the knowledge, I guarantee you it will be gone before you know it. A wise man once said, if someone gives you $1 million, you better quickly become a millionaire because you will not get to keep it. Knowledge is power. Knowledge would set you free. And to acquire knowledge, to acquire the wisdom, there is a pain process that is tied towards knowledge. In these recent times, you see folks taking tattoos of many kind to put pain on their skin and show the world. Today, I have absolutely no tattoos on my skin. Real folks who's going through real experiences and is dealing with pain and life challenges in the most appropriate and positive and progressive way would not take tattoos. So when I see folks with tattoos, I see weakness. When I see folks with many piercing and all these tattoos, I see weakness. I see folks who is running from the real pain of life and are taking tattoos for temporary gratification. As I said, freedom, it is possible. The fancy cars, the houses, the billions in the bank is all possible. A fantastic relationship, it is possible. However, there is a pain process that goes along with it. Now, if you are strong as me and have the time and the capacity to walk this lonely road of pain and affliction, trauma and drama and headaches and sleepless nights and homeless months, you just name it. I've been there. I've done it. Every bad thing, from extremely bad relationships where I lost everything, you just name it. I've done it. And if you want proof, I can definitely give you proof. You just name it. Whatever pain you're going through right now, I guarantee you I can relate. I've paid the price for my knowledge and my wisdom. And now I'm at a place where I can assist you. I'm at a place where I can deliver you. If you're looking for freedom, you come to the right place. Application, dedication, focus, discipline, those things I will quickly install in you and give you a chance at awesomeness, at your best potential, at your best self, with your commitment to freedom artistry. The key to your happiness is freedom. And at Freedom Artistry, you listen, Alston Edwards, a fantastic human being with power, knowledge, understanding, patience, discipline, drive and focus, and love, the art of listening, qualities that is rare in this world. Seeing people, understanding them from inside out, the art of evaluating and valuating. You're in the right place. Your freedom is gonna be delivered with Freedom Artistry. Money, wealth, poor versus the rich. There is money, and then we have wealth. Wealth is a mindset. Rich and poor has nothing to do with money. There is folks that has millions and billions of dollars, but some way deep inside of the heart, he or she is a poor individual. And then there is people that doesn't have much money, but some way deep inside that individual is an extremely rich person, and via time the adequate amount of money, amount of wealth is going to befall upon that such individual. Money needs you. Can you imagine the world with trillions of dollars and no human being? What can money do by itself? Can money spend itself? What would the world be with trillions of dollars and no human beings? Money was created to fill the void of the shortcoming of the barter system. Money is actually a very good thing. Money is actually one of the best inventions. However, you need to keep it that way. See money for what it really is. Do not put your total emphasis and focus on just money. Love people. Try change the world for the better of humankind, for the better of this human race. If you can solve a problem that will assist 100,000 people for $1, then you just made yourself 100,000. It is that simple. Try solve problems. Freedom Artistry is here. I'm trying to solve a lot of problems. Follow your heart, follow your passion, help people, love people, and the money would always come. This approach towards money and towards wealth makes you a rich man. The man that chases money, he will get it today and lose it tomorrow. But if you're doing good with your money, if you're living in love, if you're a passionate individual about people and about this world, your money is going to work wonders for you. You can research Bill Gates, Oprah, Steve Jobs. Everyone always mentions that these people are so rich, but it is rarely mentioned the things that they are doing for the human race. Steve Jobs is solving major issues in Africa with malaria. Malaria has been killing out Africans by the thousands since the beginning of time. Steve Jobs is investing, Bill Gates is investing in technology that is killing the mosquitoes via lasers in the sky, and it's fantastic. They're helping the poverty situation in the world significantly. These people, they are investing their money back into people, into the world, because that's the biggest gratification you would ever get from your money. This approach towards wealth is good. This approach towards wealth is going to keep you financially stable. This is what you call a rich person, a person with compassion, a person with love, a person that is acquiring money out of their passion and feed it back into their passion. Love goes hand in hand with money. Love goes hand in hand with money. Now, poor people, rich people, we're looking at what defines and what keeps the poor man poor. And one of the littlest things that goes by untouched, and I've listened from my days of positive speakers, listening positive speakers, I've never heard anyone mention this aspect of poor people. And poor people have a tendency to complain. Poor people will find all the reasons they can to complain about everything. And they also know everything. They actually know everything that they do not supposed to know, and they don't know what they need to know. But I've come to realize, growing up in my very small island where poverty is the norm and being poor is glorified and being rich is, you're the devil when you're a rich man. When you're talking about money, you are the devil. I will get to that topic very shortly. Going back to my community after being successful and sitting there and having a conversation, and I come to realize why these folks are all tied and stuck. They don't understand, or they have no connection towards appreciation. Instead, they just would find each and every reason to complain and to be bitter, and it is celebrated when they are bitter. And it's been handed down from generation to generation to generation. And I've traveled the world, and now I've realized it's not only in my small island where I'm born and raised, it's all over the world. I'm in Paris, I'm in London. Everywhere you find poor people, you find the same mental construct. It's all in your mind. Your mind will make you, and your mind will break you. Your mind will make you rich, and your mind will make you poor. However, to each his own, every man have a choice. You can change the way you think today and change your life. It is definitely possible. I am living proof. I say this to say that if you are listening right now and you are in a negative situation, I urge you to speedily change your environment, change your surroundings, change your friends, and seek positivity, seek positive thoughts, read positive books, listen positive audio, and take your life on a path of positivity. Observe positive people, find role models, and try model yourself. Don't be afraid, be confident, be brave, ask questions, be respectable, be disciplined. If you have to sacrifice something, please do, and be open to hear things that you never heard before, because if you had known these things, you wouldn't have no reason to be asking any questions in the first place. Carry an open mind and go out there, listen, and remember, most importantly, application. Focus, discipline, application. Apply the things that you learned. The faster you can apply them in your life, the faster you get to where you need to be. Application. 110% application, 150% focus, and 200% discipline, so you can continuously stay on that path, stay on that course, and keep doing it. Be committed, be disciplined. Make promises to yourself. So you set daily goals. And my friend, you're on this path, and you keep your focus, and you stay disciplined, and you keep committing and applying and learning and growing, and just maybe, who knows, you can achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve. Everything is possible. Everything is possible. Rich people don't complain. Rich people see life issues as challenges, and they accept what the poor man call as problems as challenges, and they use challenges to grow. They face every life situation as opportunity to reach higher. Every challenge is opportunity to achieve more wisdom, more money, more assets. Rich people keep growing. Rich people understand focus. Rich people are disciplined. Rich people are committed. Rich people knows the importance of application. And that's the difference with the poor and the rich. Application, discipline, most important things. Whatever it is you want to achieve, I'm saying to you, it is possible. Everything on the face of this planet is possible. As a wise man said, the word impossible is even saying, even the word itself is saying to you, I am possible. You can do anything you want to do in this world. You will face challenges. Remember, I said challenges, not problems. So when you're on that journey and you're on that path and obstacles come your way, do not use the word obstacles, because obstacles give it a negative look. See yourself as being challenged to go higher, to do better, and understand whatever challenge that arrive, there is always already a solution there. Just connect the dots and you will find a solution. You will find a way out. There is always a solution. Remember, there is always a solution, always a way out. Investing. The topic of investing. Assets, investment. As a wealthy person or to maintain or to even achieve wealth, you need to understand how to invest and what to invest in. The concept of business is quite simple, very simple. There is assets and there is liabilities. That's the two most important things in business. You invest in assets and you keep your liabilities minimal as possible. What's a liability? A liability is anything that takes money from you that you have to finance or you have to pay, whether it's monthly or weekly, or is things that you buy for survival. There are liabilities. You have a mortgage, that's a liability. Those ones are even more dangerous. You want to try to limit your liabilities as much as possible. Now you want to have cash flow. You want to have passive income. The most important thing in investing is cash flow. How much money you have coming in and how much little you have going out, and the difference within that scope is what you can really live off your cash flow that is disposable to you at the end of the month or the week or whatever way you want to look at it. Assets are the thing that you purchase, whether you do it through a loan or you do it through cash. You buy assets and assets put money into your pocket. So you buy an apartment building, you got 12 rooms that is being rented to 12 tenants, and you receive cash from these 12 rooms every month. If you a homeowner and you buy just a regular family home, that's a massive liability. That house, you have to pay light and electric and phone and food and maintenance. End of the year, you do your paperwork on your home and you come to realize that you probably invested an extra 20% of the total cost of your home into your home per year. There is no money coming in from your home unless you're on Airbnb. However, be mindful that you may be interested in a pretty fancy home and all these fancy things, but if you're going to buy you a fancy home from a business and a professional point of view, if I'm going to buy me a fancy home, I'm going to also buy a business or an apartment building that's going to pay for that home every month. If you understand what I'm saying, whatever that you own, make it be an asset. And if you want to own a fancy house or a fancy car, if it's a car, then you buy 4 cars that maybe you can rent, or some van you can rent and have the vans that you bought pay for the fancy car, and you will have some extra money in your hands from the vans after you finish paying for your car, still as cash flow. You want to keep your cash flow as high as possible. More assets and less liability. It is that simple. Look out for the next audiobook where I'll go more in depth in cash flow and assets and liabilities. Just to recap, purchase assets. Buy things you can rent or resell at a higher price, or you can have cash flow, money coming in, and limit your liabilities. So once again, it comes back to being disciplined and committed and focused. Be an independent thinker and look into your life and make the necessary adjustments and implement the things immediately. Word to the wise, word to the smart. The topic of religion and spirituality. Religion was formed to assist or to govern the masses, govern the people to live on the straight and narrow path. There are many religions throughout the world, to each his own. I was brought up in a Christian community. I was brought up with Christian beliefs. However, I believe there are different levels of Christian belief, and there is also slavery teachings in regards to Christianity. Christianity was twisted to give slave masters more control over the slaves via the slave trade and the slave business and the slave system. Now you may find it evident in the Caribbean culture, where I grew up within my people, within the Caribbean lifestyle. And as you may know, the Caribbean was a hub for slavery. From the north to the south, east to the west, it was all sugar plantations and cotton farms and tobacco and this sort of products that was profitable in those days. It is extremely shocking. As I grow older, I come to realize that that very slave teachings that was given to my ancestors in centuries ago, it is still evident today in the lifestyle of the people. Considering the trauma and the difficulty that my mom went through having me and growing me up in a difficult situation with no dad, when I got to the age of 21 or somewhere about there, I was doing very well for myself at a very early age. I was into the construction business and I studied my own construction company, Modern Tech Construction and Architectural Engineering Services. And I made quite a bit of money, and I went back to build my mom that dream home that I've always dreamed about. I wanted a home for myself, but I decided no, I'm gonna get my mama a home first. Beautiful roof and tiles on the floor and very, very nice. And my mom, up to this day, she does not accept me as a good son or as a great man, because she is cultured by the religious belief that if you desire money, or if you desire basically a better life which money provides and which money allows you, you are serving the devil. So the term money is the root of all evil is taken to its extreme in the Caribbean culture, or at least where I was born and bred. When I decided to make a difference in my life and in my family's life, and I definitely needed to make more money to do those things, my mom was in agreement of me providing a better life for her and for myself. However, when I actually started making money, my mom decided that she would not have no ties with me, because now I am a child of the devil, because I actually have money. And to this day, my mom would walk past me in the streets and would not say hello, would not say hi, because to her, she's not going to associate herself with a child of the devil. This may be quite shocking to you, but it's the norm in the Caribbean amongst the poor class of people. They do not want nothing to do with money because they believe they will go to hell if they have money. So in my mom's mind, I am definitely bound for hell because I am doing well. And today I ask you to partner with me. I ask you to contribute whatever you can, as I am investing heavily in the schools to have this brainwashed information, this brainwashed system be removed from the minds of our young people and allow my kids and every other kid in my region of the world to thrive and achieve the highest potential. So via you buying my course or joining my mentorship program, you're contributing to me assisting not an individual, but a people, a nation. You are assisting in correcting the wrongs of slavery, because these people are properly brainwashed, and it's a long journey getting them back to the understanding that it's okay to have money. We need to have more young people doing well. We need to get the message that money is good. I need to get more access to people. So I am investing back most of what I make via these ventures and others back into my people. So I have ties with many of the preschools because I have to get them at a very early age. By the time they are teenagers, they would understand that it's okay to have wealth. It's okay to do well. It's okay to go back and help your mom or your dad live in a spectacular building. So I ask you to partner with me in any form that you can and assist me in changing a nation, in changing a people, in changing a region of the world. Now, religion also has its good side. I think back about medieval days in Europe when they would behead human beings for fun. They would hang your wife or your daughter for fun. These days was terrible days, and no one cannot imagine living in those times when beheading a human being was taken for a joke, when they would kill your wife and rip her heart out of her chest in the presence of her kids and her husband. Those days, was definitely evil days, and the world needed a solution to these days, and hence the reason religion was structured and created to govern the hearts of men, to be more loving, be more kind, via the commandments, thou shalt not kill, you should love your brother. So religion was used to cast a fear over the people via the hell experience, to be burnt in fire, and you just cannot die, you just get burning in fire for years and decades. So religion was structured up, and they have built some fantastic building throughout the world to gain a presence, a conscious presence in the hearts of man, and in every tongue you visit in the world there is a fantastic church. Even up to this day, the churches from medieval days are still some of the most fantastic building you would ever find anywhere existing on this planet. They was well designed, well constructed, and they have definitely spanned the test of time. I commend and I applaud the designers and the builders of this fantastic building, and the creator of religion. You have done the world an awesome thing, and my heart goes out to you. I am definitely grateful on the behalf of each and every citizen of this world. However, with every invention, you would find people that's going to use it for bad. So you find religion was tampered with, and they use it to govern the slaves on a whole different level. So with technology now, we ought to be very careful, because they did the same with religion. So we have to be cautious going forward with the rapid growth of technology. Religion, it is a very good thing, and I do support religion. I'm just not in support of the abuse of religious beliefs for obviously profit. Spirituality. Spirituality is the folks who has found the capacity to love and to love wholeheartedly. Spirituality is what they term the way of worship, the way of living a life of better understanding from those folks in the church. Because if you are awakened as I am, you would know that when you're a spiritual person, you know more than the folks that attend the church service. There is a whole new life. There's a whole new experience. There is greater knowledge outside of the church. The church is to govern the more careless people and the more abusive people of this world. The church is there to keep them governed so that they would not go out of the line and do more evil deeds, or maybe on a more do like greater evil deeds. So the church is there to keep them governed. But I believe when you're a loving person, when you are an honest person, when you understand how to live within love for yourself and for your brother, you are chosen and you are given higher knowledge that you yourself can also use for good and for bad. But I believe that the universe or God give you tests, and when you pass the tests, He allows you to access higher knowledge, that you become a more powerful being, you become a more aware and awakened individual, and certain experiences you may have that folks that's in the church may never even have a clue what you're experiencing. And to those that's in this place, you will definitely understand what I'm speaking about now. If you're not here as yet, my advice to you, look into your life, and there may be some things you need to release, people you need to forgive, and clean your heart out. Fill your heart with love and compassion, and forgive and forget and love, and you will be chosen. When you're ready, when you are pure enough, the good Lord will transfer you onto the higher plane of existence via spirituality. It's an awesome place to be. It gives you king-like powers and queen-like powers. But with great power comes great responsibility. The wise man would know and can tell you, great power comes with great responsibility. You have to be disciplined, responsible when you're given higher knowledge that you can use for bad, as well as you can use to do what I'm doing right now. Teach people, open the hearts and the minds of people so they may become better within themselves. The topic of relationship, the topic of being in love. Do you think that relationships are meant to last forever? Do you think that when you become married to that significant other, that you are doing the right thing? Do you think that we were designed to spend our entire life with one individual partner? What are your thoughts? These are my thoughts. We are all here to learn and to grow, and we have to encounter different souls. I believe that we are not put on this planet to be in one situation, to experience one soul via one individual. That's why I believe divorce rate is constantly climbing, because a guy meets a girl at a bar or at a restaurant or online dating, and for a few months it's sparking. But when your soul reap the harvest of the connection, it's time to go. Your soul need to move on to the next lesson that your soul need to learn. Sometimes this individual may break your heart. Sometimes you had invested thousands, you had invested your time, you had loved open-heartedly, you had given it your all. But what you haven't given yourself is the capacity to learn, what is this person? Why is this person in my life? As I say, they do come for a reason and a season. So what's the reason? Definitely there is a reason. Always be prepared for the end of the season. Now you can love open-heartedly and also be prepared for the end of the season. Your season with an individual may be years or months. However, while you're in the presence of an individual, please make it your duty to learn. Use every individual experience, every relationship. Ask yourself during the course of the relationship, I've met John, I've met Mary for a month, 2, 3 months. What can I learn? What have I learned? What have Mary taught me? What have John taught me for these few months? If John or Mary was to leave today, what do I take out of this relationship? What do I take positive? What do I take out of this relationship that I can apply in my life to make my life better? Or what can I learn from John or Mary that in my next relationship I would be smarter, I will be more compatible to a better person? Most relationships are stepping stones, especially when you're at a young age or inexperienced. You're in there to learn. So you may be hurt, or maybe you had a great time. However, it's all about learning, developing, growing. Do not go and fall into the laps of someone expecting it to last forever. It may. If it don't, you should leave that relationship smarter, wiser, more knowledgeable, and better prepared to go forward into something better. Some folks leave relationships with only bitterness. My advice to you, if you have been in a previous relationship and your sentiments today is that that guy or that girl was no good, I am disgusted by what they have done to me. If you haven't gotten anything positive out of that relationship, if you haven't found nothing to be grateful for out of your experiences or your past relationship, I'm telling you this now, and you best believe it, that experience is coming back in your life. So some of you ladies and some of you guys keep wondering why you keep finding bad partners, why you're such a good person and you're always finding bad guys. It's because you're not learning your lesson. You're not learning from the experience. So the universe will keep giving you that experience again and again. Maybe every time it will get worse until you learn the lesson, what this guy or what this experience needs to teach you. You're here to learn. So when you meet someone, most importantly, try learn from each and every one. It doesn't have to be in love relationship. You can meet a random stranger for 5 minutes and you can learn some of the most important lessons. So with your connection, with people, when you meet people, always be a very good listener, be observant, and always do the analysis. Always analyze your life after meeting people and ask yourself, what did this person say to me? Or what did this person just say randomly that made me think, that hit that spot in you, that made you think, interesting. Carefully analyze what you have heard, what you have discovered, what you have learned, and after the analysis, we get to the focus and the discipline and the application of whatever you have acquired. Figure out a way to apply that information in your life right away. You can practice it in your quiet time. Practice talking to yourself, practice utilizing the information that you have learned, and ensure that you make it as beneficial to you as possible. And in future reference, in future conversations, in future relationships, you'll be better prepared to face whatever it is that you need to learn again. So, should you get married? Yes, you can get married, but get married with precaution. Maybe a prenup if you have things that you don't want to lose, and get married with someone that makes you smile. Relationships are important. Finding a wife or a husband, it's fantastic. It's truly amazing to find someone you can share your likes and your desires. A partner that you can walk with and be with daily. It's quite an awesome thing. And I urge you to love open-heartedly. However, remember, just in case it don't go as planned, have that forgiveness first aid kit readily available. Learn your lessons. Take the positive attributes from the relationship and create a new you with more knowledge, with more experience, and go forward seeking to find someone again with the understanding that I'm going to love again, I'm going to learn more. It doesn't have to be a hurtful experience, it can be a fantastic experience. You learn more and you keep going forward. Life is all about learning, achieving more knowledge, more potential, becoming the best version of yourself. Be open to expand your mind, your thinking, your thoughts, your finances. Be open to expand your circle, to expand your universe, to become the best version of yourself. So go out there, date, make friends, talk to random strangers, just have relationships. However, be mindful. When you become very spiritual, you would attract better mates faster and more accurately. If you are spiritual, you would understand what I'm talking about now. However, be brave, be confident, and go forward and meet strangers, meet random people, be friendly, crack a joke up, show your ideas. Don't be afraid to speak to people. Go out there and explore this fantastic world that we live in. The concept of time. For many years, I've been listening many speakers discussing the concept of time, and it took me a lot of years to fully grasp what they was trying to bring across, the message they were saying about time. And it's only recently that I've mastered the art of understanding what they really meant and what is time in regards to your life. I believe you have heard it before, and if you haven't heard it before, I'm going to say to you now, live in the moment, because that's all there is. Live in the moment. Be in this moment. Understand that everything you think about, you're only thinking about it in this moment. In a few seconds, you may drift away on a different thought, and that got to be a thought in the next moment. So understand, you live in the moment. Your life consists of only this moment. Everything you're thinking about right now is in this moment. So you did not go back to 2005 to think about 2005, and you did not go into 2019 to think about 2019. You did all those things in this moment. You stayed in this moment and think of all those things. You're listening to me saying this now in this moment. All you have is the moment. So 1975, the 3rd of October, that time and that date, if you was to think of an event or something that happened on that date, technically that date does not exist, because you're thinking about it right now. All that exists is right now. And if you was to think of what you would achieve by this day next year, you're still doing it in this moment. So it has been said, and it is factual, that the past, the present, and the future all exist right now in this moment. If you understand this, then you understand that time doesn't exist. All that exists is now. All that exists is this moment. The past is gone. You can only use your mind and think back about the past. The future hasn't come as yet. So all your thoughts, all your ideas, all your dreams, all your experiences is all wrapped up in this moment. This very moment. So my advice to you, sometimes you need to free up your moments. Sometimes you need to clear your mind and your thoughts from the past and the present and the future, and allow the moment to be the moment. Allow the moment to breathe. Allow the moment to relax. Allow the moment to take charge. Allow the moment to be the moment. Give the moment some breathing space. Put aside your thoughts of yesterday and your thoughts of tomorrow and all the things that you have to do right now, and have the moment be the moment. Now, I'm going to give you the secret of doing this. All you got to do, focus on your breath. Focus on breathing in and breathing out. In, out. Just focus only on your breath. And if you do this for at least 1 minute, 5 minutes, you would get a fantastic feeling of bliss. Because maybe for the first time since you was born, you are alive. You are not burdened or bothered by anything from the past, the future, or right now. Allow the moment some space to breathe. A word to the wise by Freedom Artistry. Mr. Alston Edwards. Summary of this fantastic book. My wish and my hopes and my dreams for the people of this planet is love, success, freedom, inner peace to every man. However, Via technology, via this fantastic world that we now call our planet, our home, we can access audiobooks like these to enhance our lives instead of walking that difficult road of pain and blood, sweat, and tears. Hadn't had the easiest life. Haven't had the most fantastic experiences. And the universe is allowing you, the reader of this book or the listener of this book, an opportunity for a shortcut towards your place of happiness and freedom and success and your best life. Remember to live in love. Remember to have a bank account be readily available to disburse and dispense forgiveness, because it's the key to wisdom. It is the key to a better life. Remember, invest wisely, invest in knowledge, purchase assets, and limit your liabilities. Remember, create cash flow. The more cash flow at your disposal is what determines the quality of life you get to live, because money without knowledge is as good as zeros and only zeros. Build fantastic relationships. Fall in love again, fall in love again with your forgiveness bank account at your disposal. Let knowledge be your greatest payment from all your life experiences. Invest in yourself. The things that you have learned, make sure and apply them into your life immediately. Remember to practice self-analysis on a regular basis. Remember to focus, be disciplined, be committed, keep positive friends, stay focused, define your goals, know what your desires are, keep them positive, no grudges, no hatred, just pure love. And on this destiny, on your path, you will face challenges, not obstacles, not problems, only challenges. There is always a solution to every challenge. It's just the universe way of seeing how desperate, how bad you want what you want, how much you want it. Are you really driven? Do you really want to be successful? Do you really want to be financially free? Do you really want to find a fantastic partner? The universe is gonna send you challenges to see how bad you really want it. Please live in the moment. Allow the moment to breathe. Allow the moment to be the moment. Detach yourself from past experiences, situations, future dreams and goals, and regularly give the moment a chance to breathe. Self-analysis, commitment, discipline, focus. Keep those words written where you can see them every day. Put it on your car dashboard. Keep it on your computer screensaver. Keep those words there, because words are very powerful. Keep positive words in your circle. Keep positive friends in your circle. Reach us anytime for advice, for assistance. We're here to help. I absolutely love talking to people and assisting people in any way I can. I thank you for listening. I thank you for your time. It's definitely appreciated. And I'm looking forward to hearing from you. I'm looking forward to meeting you one day, and you will say to me, I listened to your book and it has done wonders for me. It has changed my life. Keep on being positive. Keep on pressing onwards towards your dreams and your goals via focus, commitment, discipline, self-analysis, and application. The key to your happiness is freedom. I thank you once again for listening to this fantastic audiobook. I appreciate your time. I see you at the top.